My power went out. Okay, goddamn, that's on. Let me turn on everything in the studio again. My bad, guys. I didn't expect this storm. It doesn't seem that bad. It threw 2 switches. Damn, I still see like a blue sky and everything. It threw 2 switches. Damn. I just guess I had like a surge or something. Oh, I was right. I was gonna turn on some lights. There you go. Yeah, all of a sudden it was just, I heard thunk, 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 and then it was instantly black. And my surge is right here. See that gray box? Those are all my surge switches for the studio. Because my studio has a different surge load. Amp thing, whatever the fuck it is. But yeah, my power just, I guess the rain, I don't know what the fuck. But yeah, all of a sudden I just looked around, it was frozen, and then dark. And I was like, well, yeah, there's your problem. So, my bad, guys. Let me write a pinned comment real quick. Why is it not doing my live stream names? It's so strange. I gotta figure some shit out on this because it's being stupid, but I'm here. Sorry about that. The thunderstorm. Yep. There we go. Sorry about that, everyone. The thunderstorm blew my switches. Can you draw Godzilla? Probably. If I had room. Let's see. This is basically scrap right now. I just gotta use the... Keep in mind, I'm not like a realism movie portrait artist. I do cartoons and abstract surrealism and expressionism. So it might just be like a little fucking might more resemble the dinosaur from fucking Rugrats, but we'll see. Let's see. How do I want to think? Yeah, those are my lights. That one just went out. My power went out earlier. That's why I'm back online, and my titles are all screwed up now on my thing. Is because I don't know. Shit wants to be stupid. Like I said, it's not even a bad storm. It's passing me. Good God. Let's see. Oop, that's a hand. Instead of like a claw. Kind of just like not really, because I was doing doodles. I'm not really trying to just sit here and draw fucking Godzilla. Sorry, bud, but I don't sit here and draw fucking. It's not my forte. I don't draw like, I don't know, Godzilla and shit. There you go, Godzilla. Hi. See, mainly I'm just kind of in the middle of a studio rehaul. I've been resorting shit all around. Everything used to be on that wall. Now it's on frickin' this wall. I am just frustrated with the whole power outage. Just give me a second, guys. Just kind of frustrating. Like I said, it's not even a bad storm. It came down, but there's blue sky now, so I don't know what the fuck. I don't know. Damn, that went off too? I know that wall has power because the fan's on. There you go. Damn. Okay. That outage really fucked my shit up, actually. Hello, CO. How are you? I do plan to fucking get a bigger board and get some spray paint, but I haven't done that yet. Just because I knew I was doing other than the power outage, how's everybody doing? Ugh. That was kind of mildly annoying. Let's see. Yeah, like I said, I don't really want to start a new project because I'm gonna be installing a bunch of shit later this week, and I don't want a whole bunch of wet paint around, or have to delicately walk around, and or not drill because dust and wet paint don't mix. So I figured today we were just gonna hang out. I'll yeah. Put that here. Got it. Eh. Fucking magnet. Hello everyone, welcome in. My power went out, so sorry. Well, my studio's power. Again, for whatever reason. No clue, actually. And this new setup will give me the ability to do, because I do motorcycle content as well. So I got 2 bikes. And it'll give me a bit more of an ability to, not have to shout that way, right? Because my setup is like right here. Sorry. Like right where that canvas is, that's right where my computer kind of was. So, I had a shelf from like here to over here and up here and over. And I wasn't using like a good half of that shelf. And this plug, and this plug decided not to fucking work all of a sudden. So, not the plug that's plugged into, but all of my computer stuff, all of this stuff was plugged into one single surge protector. And I kind of knew that I needed to move stuff anyways. God damn, my back. So I figured, fucking, why not do it Sunday? So I did it. And then I'm waiting for a bigger camera, and I'm gonna put it on that wall. And TV that I'm gonna use under as a monitor. So that way all my stuff is bigger, because right now it's just a tiny regular computer monitor. Did you guys see that big old surge of... It's this light. I know what it is. It's friggin' this guy. Right here. I have no idea what the fuck is going on with my lights. That's why I was like, I'm getting different lights. I don't like or want these ones. What the fuck is that? That wasn't thunder. Is there something in my fucking attic? Crap. There might be. And no, chat, I am not opening up the attic to go see what it is. One, I got too much shit in here that is worth too much money to go fuck around and find out. Hello, how are you? Welcome in. Yes, hello and welcome. Oh, good to see you, Missy. I may have an animal in my garage. And like I said, no, I'm not opening up my attic. Because I have a lot. I don't like talking about financials and stuff, but I have a lot of inventory in here. And that would be a very gravely financial hit if, like, a raccoon got fucking in here. I had a mouse in here, for instance. I had a mouse in here last year, and my loss from one mouse was 4 canvases and I'd say about $300 worth of damage. And that was just my canvases. I had damage to my motorcycle seat. I had flat tire because he started chewing through my tire. I have a belt-driven bike, so he chewed through that. Had to get that replaced. That was thousands of fucking dollars. So like, I don't like to have rodents and shit in here. Strictly for that fucking reason. That was so aggravating. So yeah, if I do have an animal up in the up there, I'll hire someone to come and deal with it. I don't give a shit. Cause like you can't see it, but like I can see where it's moving. Cause it's like if it's a person, I will throw fucking hands on this live. 100%. But I don't fucking penis, dude. But I don't think it's a person. I forgot someone drew a object on my fucking door up here. Yeah, like I said, I don't want to open that in case it's like a frickin' animal. I don't want animal damage. And secondly, if it's a person, just blind him with spray paint. I mean, I have like this frickin' thing, which I made when I was high shattered concrete, well not shattered, but I've split concrete blocks with this. So, like that's in here in case like when I have like open studio, I can just like whack people trying to steal shit, because people do steal shit. And I actually have a crack in my floor because my dumb ass decided to, you know, whack my floor. So I have that, but I'm not trying to like, again, fuck around and find out some crazy dude living in my attic. But again, I think it's like a raccoon or a possum. Because it's not making heavy noise, it's light. Yeah, it's like somewhere the fuck around here. And if you go in my lives last year, you can actually find when I saw the mouse in my studio. I actually chased it on live and almost dropped the motorcycle on live. So that was fun. That's just heavy. It's lighter on a scale, but still heavy. But yeah, I think I have something living in my attic. Aliens in the attic! Come down here, E.T., let's fucking paint! Just like opens like a hatch, the hatch just like... I think I probably would just like throw the chair, start throwing objects at it. Just being a menace to society. Just like... Ah! Wouldn't be the first time I broke one of these frickin' chairs. I think I tossed this in alive. And I snapped this off. It gets really crazy in here. That's why we have a hung up ghost, lights, there's graffiti fucking everywhere. On a regular day, it's pretty artsy in here. Right now, I just figured I'd do like a chill session and hang out and all that. Hello, welcome in. Smoke if you got 'em. So yeah, mainly we're just hanging out today. This chair doesn't do anything good for my back. So yeah, probably, let's see, no video Tuesday, so Wednesday live will be back on. We should be more or less functionable. Like I said, I'm still waiting on that camera and the TV. I have the TV, I just gotta unmount it and remount it, and that's always a bitch. So fun. I gotta do that. I think I gotta hang that. There's several extension cords, but I think I gotta hang that one nearest to this wall here. I mean, you won't be able to see it, but because it's under the desk, but you'll at least be able to see what wall I'm talking about. So like There's an extension cord behind here, right? You see that? Right here. And so I think I'm gonna hang it right here so that maybe it could reach all the shit that's gonna be up there. That's the hope, but the reason I haven't hung it is because I don't know how long the cords are. Yup. Worst case scenario, I move more shit around. I already gotta unplug everything again and wire sort. So, not wire sort, wire manage. I have, hold on. Where the hell are they? I have them. Anyway, they're little nail clips for wires. If I can freaking find them. Oh shit, you know where they are? No, freaking box. I have the box of them somewhere. I just don't know where they're at right now. Yeah, I don't know. And they just, they hammer into the wall and they help. Oh shit, there they are. Ow. Literally this. Put a wire in there, hammer it, and it holds it in the wall. They're handy. If you need wires on the wall, I definitely suggest those. They're really handy. That's what was all around here. There's one still in the wall that I didn't take out. And they're more or less reusable if you don't bend the nail. Or, little pen. Which is easier said than done with those things. But yeah, they're handy. I like them. I always buy them. And then I gotta hang. I think I'm gonna do art from the G, probably because there's like a line right here. From this line over right here. Down to the wall. And then I'll probably leave this side over to the door for moderators. And then the rest, the studio wall, which is this whole wall here from the door over. See, I can actually pull this if I don't. Hold on. That wire, this wire. What the fuck? Okay. I see. surely coming together. It's just, I think the issue with a lot of people nowadays is that everything happens in a time lapse, and you know, when it doesn't happen in time lapse, people are like, well, why did it take you so goddamn long? I'm like, well, because I didn't fucking time lapse it. There was a comment on, like, I think it was my Instagram, where they were like, how did this, I think it was on the helmet. They were like, how did this helmet take you like 3 months? Because I hand painted it, ding dong. Like, I don't know what you want me, how you want me to comment for that. Like, I don't know. Why does time take slow? I don't fucking know how to reply to some of y'all's comments sometimes. Maybe I'm old. That's possible. Right? Like, I don't know what people want. I mean, I simply just don't give a shit. I think I'm sarcastic on most of my replies. My art isn't for everybody, and I know that. The doi. I personally, as a person, am not for everybody. So I know that. So like, I don't get, you know, mad when people are like, your art sucks, or blah 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 blah, because I paint to feel better, and I feel better. That's all that matters. I have a lot more fun than most people, I think, when I draw and when I'm in here. And even when I'm on lives, I have a lot of fun. That's why I do them. I really like hanging out with you guys, and I don't know, like, I think people were just mean to be the sake of mean, or like, you know, jerky, whatever comments. I mean, I'm a 90s kid, so you're gonna have to be a little bit more bully-some. And good luck on these platforms, dude. And I just don't care. It's the whole, art is subjective, right? So like, they don't like it, they don't like it. I'm gonna lose sleep over it. I'm gonna continue painting. It's just weird to me that I don't even think he's a subscriber. It's just weird people. Like, I'm the type of person that if I see you in a random occasion and I don't know you, I'm still gonna hand you a compliment. I'm just that type of person. Like, I'll compliment the dress, or I'll compliment your shoes, or I'll compliment, you know, your jewelry, or whatever you're wearing, your hat, whatever it is. That's just the way I am. So I think it's weird that people are mean. I mean, it is easier to be mean than it is to give a random stranger a compliment. That's why if you go on videos, you can see active kindness challenge, right? Or kindness chain challenge. It's one of those. many people can you compliment or do a favor for? And I'm not saying like go out of your way, but like, you know, if you see like someone, like especially the older people, like trouble loading their groceries or whatever it is, just ask if you can help. Open the door for somebody, compliment somebody's shoes. It's the best way to not seem creepy. If you're not sure of being like, hey, I don't know if I'm gonna come off as a weird person for being like, hey, I like your dress, or I like your necklace, or I like your earrings, compliment their shoes. Everybody looks down nowadays, might as well compliment something that's down there, like their shoes. If you want more positivity in your life, then be that positivity. Don't complain about it. It's not going to do anything. If anything, it's just going to become a big ass echo chamber of what already social medias already are. So I don't think complaining about it does anything good. Just don't. Like if I sat here and complained about all of the shit that's fucking mentally wrong with me, none of this shit would be here. You know, like none of this would give you a literal 360. None of this stuff. Right? None of it would be here if I just sat around and was mopey. Wouldn't get anything done. You gotta, you know, be active. You gotta, I'm not saying like go for fucking runs. You know, but if you want positive, be that positive. Should I use a big one or a small one? I really wanted to grab that frickin' size, but I didn't. And I'm a little frustrated on that. Could I do it bigger? Yeah, but I'd rather not. Wonder if I can get another square card sticker. Shit, actually, I probably have one. If not, I'm probably sure. I don't see why not. And what does that do? That does Visa. That is friggin' all of them, okay. I have a new card too. That isn't even right. I mean, it is the right information, it's just more. I need more lights pointing this way because it's really dark on this side. Like if those lights were pointed, these lights are down, that light's down. And those aren't movable. There's like a clear, if I move this, hold on, I wonder if I can see with this. Yes, no. Okay. Kind of. So like there's like a clear, darker. I mean, they're gonna be like, oh, well, that's light, but like, there's definitely like a darker, because these lights are down. These lights are directional, but they only do so much. Shadows stop about like right here, because it's just too dark over here. So I'll probably hang up those studio lights, or those rainy, so all the bugs are out. So he's definitely out. I have actually shown him to the camera a few lives before. Earlier this year, I did that. I brought him to the camera. That's when the studio, the camera and stuff was over here. Isn't it weird seeing it from this side? I'll still like come in through the door and go and like bank a friggin'. Right, I'll come in and just be like, right, this way now. And it's mildly annoying. But it's just gonna take getting used to it because it was here for almost a year, almost a full year. Oh no, actually just about a year. So yeah, you know. There's like bending in my ceiling and I don't know. I mean, we'll figure it out. Yeah, but we're just hanging out today. We're not really hanging too hard. I might hang some of these up tomorrow. We're really just kind of hanging out today. It might be a shorter stream than usual. I might get a different helmet holder and like put it somewhere around here. Now that I don't really need to worry about my license plate being fucking shown, because we're not from that side. Because when it was here, you could see my motorcycle plate. And so I might put my helmet now like right there. Right here. That'd be cool. Yeah, I don't know. We'll figure it out. It'll be a place. I don't know. It might be by the desk, but I think I have just too much shit already over by the desk. So we'll figure it out. It'll get fun. It'll get better in here over time. Like it is. I mean, it slowly but surely. This wasn't here before, so you know, it's getting there. Like I said, I just don't like doing time lapses or like you know, the those shorts where you know it's the cut where they're like, oh, paint with me, and it's a done painting. That shit, I hate it. I have unfathomable hate for that shit. I've always been a visual learner. That's kind of why I do these. Like I'll give art tips and sledgehammer to nail in a nail, but isn't it easier to use a hammer? Kind of thing. So you could 100% use this to draw and paint trees. But it's just easier. I swear to Christ, if my power goes out again, I'm going to be mad. But it's easier to use a fan brush to paint trees than it would like a palette knife. And those are the things that I kind of talk about on this channel, as well as like mental health, and we kind of just fool around. I throw things constantly. I like 4 broken easels. Just because we get rowdy in here. Cause you know, like you can paint. I think when I broke the easel live, it was maybe last year. And I was trying to get at the point of the point that the canvas doesn't feel things. So if you want to sit here and paint and yell and scream at your canvas, there's nothing in the rule book. Shit, there's no art rule book, so there's nothing in the rule book of not being able to do that. Somebody just bought a piece that I painted out of paint. And they thought it was pretty. They had no idea why I painted that piece. But they liked it, and they bought it. Which was cool. So like, people will look at how you paint, but not look at how you paint, if that makes any fucking sense. I think nowadays, with all the AI generated shit, me hanging out and doing these lives is good, just for my art and stuff. Before I would film my art while I was doing it, I just wasn't doing live streams. I would film, put it in a big ass video, send it through email or like Google Drive, and then send them the art. But I found that I was just spending too much time not fucking painting. It was just a lot of editing and sitting there and figuring out the frame sizes and, you know, the positioning, and finding out like, oh well, I moved partly off camera on this shot, so like there's 2 hours of me painting that isn't on camera. So it just became like, why don't I just do this? Damn, they lit up my whole neighborhood. Lightning outside. You guys hear that one? God damn. It just became easier to do live streams rather than just sit here and editing. Ooh, fuck, that's a big ass cloud. There's a lot of lightning that way. A lot of lightning that way. Yeah, it's a while away, but yeah, I found it just a little bit easier to do live streams, and that gives me an ability to show that I am not some AI deal. I actually sit here and I paint this, or I doodle this, or I paint. Damn, that came on suddenly. That's all rain. Whoa. Lots of rain. Lots of lightning. It might get loud enough. The storm seems to be coming over this way, which is sucky, but you know, whatever. And we've had so many freaking storms lately that I might actually just draw a storm. Damn. I will be right back, actually. I'm gonna get something. I I will be right back. You can sit here and listen to the thunder as I look at my my your back screen. God damn, that shit is loud. viewer of this channel, you'll know that I am eating constantly. So I had to go get some food. I rushed in here because I'm holding a steel can during a thunderstorm. I just didn't want to die alive. So yeah, we have a few plans for the studio. And it is mostly unfinished right now. I'm just waiting on. I need help hanging that TV because it's tall. It's gonna be high up. So I need. Help hanging it. Because like I need one person to hold it and one person to drill it in. If I had 4 arms, I'd probably be able to do it myself. But I do not have 4 arms. Unfortunately. I am just sitting here trying to figure out where it's going to go. Because the idea is like paint more or less right here. This is second camera, right? The one that I'm using right now. And this would be positional as it is right now. So that way, let's say, when I am painting, so we shall put this here, right? So that way when I am painting, we can get this shot, right, of me painting. Ta-da. As well as it have the camera. I'm getting a PDZ camera, and that's going, like I said, up here. And that will be more wide angle classroom chat. And that will be able to more or less follow me around as I talk, because this is a pain in the ass to move around. It's just loads of wires. Like, well, they're both on extensions, so it's technically 4 wires, but 2, but they're long as hell. just gonna be easier for me to keep it clean. The shit was piling over here towards the corner with where this was, and when I moved this giant ass shelf, this one of me, right? When I moved that, there was the biggest black widow that I had ever seen to date. Draw morbidly obese Jesus. No. Not today. I'm kind of beat. Like I said, I just moved all of this shit around, so I'm kind of just like tired, but I wanted to hold true to my word of holding a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, wow, YouTube took that one. I don't even think that was one of my moderators. Yeah, I can't like undo that. That's wild. That's what I'm saying about trying to find different platforms that aren't so restrictive, because I thought that was fucking hilarious. I don't even think that was my moderators. That's funny. I would. Definitely would. Ow! What the? You ever get those like weird stabby pains? It's got that be like in my back somewhere. Other shit, lights, gallery, wall, camera, monitor, TV, thingy-majiggy, oh, hopefully I'm gonna have some guests on the channel to paint. That'll be really cool. And hopefully maybe talk about whether it's life or, you know, their mental health, how they handle their mental health, similar shit we just talked about here. You know, the usual. Right now I'm trying to figure out where to put all my shit. Like, Smudge is hiding. And then I also have, thank you again, Missy, who sent in like freaking 3 or 4 different ghosts. She sent this, right? This is just like a little stencil, I think. But it's freaking awesome. There's a lot that I can use it for. Whether hanging it or actually using it for a stencil or whatever it is, because I do use stencils, I just don't use them very often in my art. Yeah. But yeah, I did I have more in your. You have more in your house. Yeah, I love it. This guy just hangs here. See if I can get him in the smaller. There we go. He just hangs here. I gotta find a hook and hang him somewhere else because when the AC is on, he tends to just push this way. So I gotta find a place to hang him. That's awesome. Yeah, I want more. I want more subscribers sent trinkets and stuff. You know. Yeah, several. Show them on Discord, maybe. Self-inspiration in the future. Yeah, you should put them into the inspiration tab. Definitely put them in the inspiration tab. Speaking of, NBA has Discord. If you're wondering about what we were talking about, in that Discord there is general chat, art showcase, works in progress, and ideas and inspiration. Those are all for you guys. That is the community. That is not me. Since you guys already see what I do. That is for you guys to show off what you guys are working on, what inspires you, you know, what you're you know, if I already said what you're working on, I'm having a freaking brain fart right now. That's the ability, that gives you the ability to look, you know, wow, share all of the things, that you're working on for the other, chat community, for the artistic community, to see. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time today. The community resources tab has art tips, live stream playlists, and Ask Eris, and you can ask questions in that Ask Eris tab, and I will happily answer any question that you have. Polls is also in there as well somewhere. So definitely go check that out. The link is in the description of this the video. And I try to make it kind of explicitly clear that I am not a I'm not a influencer. I'm not I will never sit here and give you some fake nonsense bullshit. My paint, all of the things that I do, all the things that I talk about, I struggle with. There's a lot of topics on the Discord that we talk about that aren't super YouTube algorithm friendly. Which, I mean, you could say a wrong term for chicken, you know, and your channel's friggin' taken down. I am not monetized. I just simply don't give a shit. I have sponsors. or I have a sponsor. I work with Dubby. But I don't like, I take ad breaks every once in a while, but I don't actively sit here and, oh, buy this and support this and affiliate link and blah blah. It's not something I'm interested in. It's something that is nice. I mean, when you use the affiliate link, it helps. I mean, I get like, I think it's like $3, $3.50 or $4 out of it. It buys me, let's see, at 87 cents, maybe 12. 5 or 6 bottles of paint, so that's cool. Because I'm very adhesive with my paint bottles and my brushes, so I don't get, you know, $300 single brushes. I don't use brushes that often. I'm usually using my hands or a towel or a scraper, or I've used a screwdriver before just for the fucking fun of it. So like I don't, I'll use brushes when I need to, like I use brushes on that and that, but I don't think I used a brush on Soul, which is this one right here, or whatever. I don't think I used a brush on that. I think I used the paint thinner and I just zinged it, I think. And then maybe used a brush for like the black, but that doesn't look like brush work. That looks like globs of paint thrown down, which is oddly a relieving thing to do sometimes. So like, you know, I don't always use brushes, sometimes I do. So like those affiliate links help, but again, I will never sit here and try to sell you something. Like I'm never gonna sit here and be like, hey, buy this invisible, you know, like I don't do that. I'm not gonna do that. If I use it, I'll tell you about it, but I guarantee you they're not fucking sponsored. I have like 500 subscribers. Who the fuck is, you know, like, I only have 500 subscribers because I don't care about being an influencer. I use YouTube and I used to use Twitch, but I just found that at the time I wasn't doing very long streams. I use YouTube to, again, like I said earlier, I thought that was a spider that tripped me out. I mean, it is, but it's not a bad spider. Oh, never mind, he's gone. Little jumping spider on the studio speaker. Yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and try to sell you a product, because they paid me to. I don't do that. I just don't. I've never really wanted to do that, so I won't do that. The only things that I'm really like will try to sell you is a painting. I got a frickin' enough of them. see it. There's a lot less in the studio right now, mainly because I put everything out of the studio to move things around. So there's a little bit less. I gotta hang that up. There's still a lot to do. Like I said, I think I'm only halfway done. But you know, like I said, I like hanging out with you guys, so I didn't mind just putting on a live stream and chatting for an hour or two. So no worries. So, I think Bo is over here. Is he not? Yeah, he is. He's over here on my speaker next to the computer. He just chills over there because now he's too small. Because I used to just be on my phone on a stand pointing down and paint. Well, when I started doing lives. And then I finally got a, shit, what was I using? I think I was using the, this webcam. Yeah, I think so. And then, I was already halfway, to moving here, so when I moved here, I just got a bigger, studio set up, which was already the plan. And now we're here, so fun stuff. But like I said, there's still a lot that I need to do, and it doesn't all happen in a time lapse. Is my point. I don't know where I'm putting some of these shelves. Like there's a whole, right? That's not even art supplies, it's motorcycle shit. It's over here. Actually, it's not all motorcycle shit. There's a soldering iron and some wiring for the motorcycle. So yeah, it's motorcycle shit. You know, I gotta sit here and move shit around. It's getting there. It really is. It's just taking freaking ever. Once I have the camera up, it should be easier. The camera will be able to pick me up. So that way I don't go out of frame. On the horizontal view, it's okay. But on vertical view, if you guys are like this, if I just go like a foot, right? Like horizontal view, you guys can still see like half my head. But like, I'm in horizontal now, but I'm now in vertical. So there's a little bit of a blind spot for vertical, and I'm going to be fixing that with the PTZ cam, the pan tilt zoom. And like I said, this will just be more detail, more me hanging out, POV, face to face kind of deal. the studio looks so funky. It's because I'm reorganizing the entire place. I might put like a couch here, or should I might even just put like I was saying earlier to someone else. I might put it on rollers so that way you can just kind of roll it around the studio. To wherever it will fit. Because it's a big spot. It's a big spot. It's like 25 feet by 25 feet, I think. It's a big old square old box. But it gives me more than enough room to be able to do both things, both art and, like I've taken this thing apart plenty of times, and I've done work on this. Like, there's shit over here that you don't even see. There's a motorcycle jack, parts. There's a whole forge over there. Fun stuff. Definitely subscribe if any of that stuff sounds cool. I'll probably put motorcycle rides on the video portion. I might just keep it over to Total Goal, which is my other page, which is mainly just motorcycles and mental health. And I don't think I've done a video for that in a hot minute. I've just been doing so much studio shit. I think once I started doing lives, I stopped doing TG videos, which I didn't really mean to do. It just kind of happened because I don't have. Well, at the point I was doing daily live, so I didn't have the time to just sit here and edit at night when I was doing lives at night. But that might change, so who knows. But I think I am pretty much done for the night. Thank you for tuning in and just hanging out. Like I said, I know it looks a little funky right now, but it is still getting